Morning, ladies and gents, welcome to Wednesday morning. I've actually got the day off today, well, free today. So, just trying to get a few little jobs cleared up, tied up and wrapped up. Just seen how dirty my windows are on the outside of that cab. Anyway, so this morning I've just been gathered up connector for the trailer finally, because the one the lad ordered was the wrong size. He didn't realise there was two different sizes, and neither did I. So that's finally here. It's the right one. That's here, which is a filter for that, so that can go in. And then I've got an inner tube to do, but I'll do that in the Estates time since it's their tyre. But I'm struggling to get the wheel off, or the tyre off the rim. It's one of those split bolted type rims. Basically because this keeps going down and I can't find why, but it's leaking somewhere, so we've ordered a new one. But I want to make sure there's nothing in the actual tyre sticking in, which I doubt it, but I have tried putting on a pair of blocks, the rim on some blocks, and then using the Sanderson to push it off, and it still wouldn't give out. So anyway, I'm going to go nick some WD-40 and throw that around to see if I can break the seal. It's obviously sealed between the tyre and the rim. Anyway, so yeah, that'll be most jobs done on here. Pickup hitch, which isn't back at the moment, but hopefully that should be ready in the next few days so that can go back on. I'm kind of going to miss that big space, to be fair. Yeah, that is done. Linkage. I should have asked the lad this morning. I saw him. But we need to get the linkage arms done. I was looking at redoing the droppers or the adjusters, but I think time's going to run out, and well, basically money as well. But yeah, I'll have to get that sorted and done, and then that's done. And then I've got a job on the sprayer to do as well, set pipe off and get that sorted. So yeah, it could be a rather bitty day, but a busy day. So good news, we are back together. Filters back in there, caps back on, bolts tightened up. The new granite pipe that I put on is fitted in, jubileed up. Oil level should be just right. You can just see there's a bit of a gap at the top. So that's good. Body panels are all back on, apart from the front ones. I do seem to be getting a bit of water still from the top. Seems to be running down to the bottom. I presume that's, I don't know, I think it's actually coming from the filler cap. I think I might have just spilt a bit, but so that can go back on. So basically she's ready to fire up and check that the hydraulics actually work now, because obviously I've played around with it. One other job I want to do, because what I'll do is I'll fire this up before I go for a brew, because there's a lot of smoke comes out of that chimney, that stack when she fires up. So quick job to do before I go is this, which is actually the actuator arm for the handbrake. There is a bit of water in the system, there has been for a while, and as you can see it shot it out of there, so, and it's not particularly working very well. I don't know how to clean this system out if I ever need to, but anyway, as it stands I can get that put onto there as it's closed up and change that out. Right, if anybody actually wants to know as well, just like any of the wagons and stuff, you've got a few cables that run underneath that let out any moisture. But I try and keep on top of them, but they're a bit of a pain. So there's one there. There's one tank at the back there, which is a cable for, and then there's a third one as well, which I can't remember what tank is on it. But anyway, so there's 3 cables to pull. Obviously when you compress air, it produces moisture, especially if it's warmer. So if you can drain it out, it saves stuff like this. But any road, I shall knock these out now and hopefully change it over. like a kitty cat. And no leaks so far either. Well, not from anything I've done anyway. It's a good sign. That was there before from doing the tank work. But yeah, first time she started in a good 6 months. So I do have a fairly major air leak under that seat there, where the pedal is, which is a bit annoying. But anyway, she's running. So I put back here and put the new air ram onto what is the handbrake unit. If you want to know what the number is, that's it, and it's made in Hungary by the looks of it, of all places. So this is the old one, but what I've noticed is that's got a circlip in the end. So I might just pull it apart and see what we have, if it's repairable or not. I mean, it's a bit late now, but I don't think it's too bad, but obviously without rusting it, the amount of time this thing sits, it's not good. I've also got an air leak at the bottom of the handbrake unit as well, which I don't know about. Something else to look into, and then obviously under the seat as well. But right, that's probably going to be it for today, for me in the workshop anyway. I've just taken all the nozzle ends off the pipe. I can't actually see the crack, but I think it was still leaking. But these are the spray nozzles anyway. So these are only single ones, they're not multiple spray nozzles. So you've got a valve in there, non-drip valve, and then obviously your nozzle there and a cap, and there's actually a filter inside there as well. So, but they're not looking too bad. Oh, you can actually see. So yeah, that's good. Just need to get the pipe rebuilt, and hopefully it should work alright then.